So guys, here's a video of this I promised you. This is about my Jeremy Bohr featured creatures crash dummy mask. For those of you that don't know much about him, Jeremy Bohr is the owner of the store Featured Creatures. Whether or not he still goes by that name, I'm not too sure. He was extremely popular for making Slipknot masks from the time of the Iowa album right up to the Subliminal Verses album. From what I've heard, he got in trouble with the band and stopped selling masks that were based off Slipknots and refuses to even talk about them. His work is becoming more rare to get, in my opinion. The Slipknot stuff, that is. I've seen two collectors own one of these since like 2008, roughly speaking. Michael Pinn had one. He redone the dreadlocks and restrapped the back. I think he either sold it or gave it to one of his friends, but since 2008 this is the only other one I've seen. I paid about $100 for it when they were brand new back in, I think it was 2002 these were for sale, I'm not too sure. They were about $30. So yeah, they're getting pretty tough to get. I hate myself because about 2005 or something like that, I actually won one on eBay for about $10, but back then I barely had any money. Actually, I had no money at all, and I had a sort of habit of bidding and stuff on eBay and not actually paying for it. So I never bought the actual mask and it never gets sent to me. I was pretty stupid back in the day, but and I finally have one now. So it's missing three of the dreadlocks. A couple of the other dreadlocks are falling apart. Whether or not I actually want to go ahead and redo this mask, I'm not sure, because it's still somewhat original condition. As I said, I've barely seen any. I've seen less of these than I have a real 1992 crash test dummy mask. Whether you guys want to call this thing more rare than that, it's up to you. I personally do think it is a bit more rare. I'm going to go ahead and say it's the most accurate thing ever. I mean, as you can see, the stitching's off and like the eye shape and stuff like that isn't accurate, but it is based off Corey's mask when wearing it. If you look at the Ann Kinney Iowa show in 1999, the eyes are actually stretched like this. This is what Jeremy Bohr seen when he was sculpting it. So yeah, superb mask. Paint job on it is great. It tends to look like a really dark grey colour, but it's a really nice sort of light medium grey with a sort of darker tone. It's just quite hard to capture, in my opinion. Really nice thickness, quite thicker compared to a real crash test dummy mask. Dreadlocks are just sort of like big bits of twine wrapped together to make these. I may redo it, but I can't really bring myself, considering how it is still. I do have two of the missing dreadlocks, which I've tried to glue back in, but it's pretty tough, to be honest. So I don't know whether or not I'll actually get that done. So yeah, very happy that I have that. I'm hoping to actually try and get a Bohr collection going, but because of how hard the masks are to get, it's just, it's proven difficult. There is a Subliminal Verses James mask on eBay that's signed by James Root. It's about, I think, $500-600, and I genuinely cannot justify paying that price. Really can't. So yeah. There is someone on eBay which I believe has actually recasted Jeremy Bohr's mask and is selling copies. If there are recasts and they're also a lot smaller, it's not the real one. Or else they're just selling a perfect replica of Jeremy Bohr's mask. This isn't to be confused with it. This is a real Featured Creatures copy. There was that confusion when I posted it on Facebook, so I just want to make that clear that this is the real thing. But yeah, moving away from that, Paul Ponce's Go Slow has all the dreads wrapped, all 11, and I've added the strap to the back. I just need to cut the end there, and colouring the dreadlocks. Some of them are sort of green so far. You can see the sort of fade and stuff. I'm just sort of working on the colour, getting a wee bit better. So yeah, gotta finish both those ghosts and try and get them complete as soon as possible. But yeah, that's it for this video. I'll speak to you guys later. Goodbye.